Come on. Sorry, getting the YouTube chat set up. Now, gotta get it in here too. Do. Oh. Okay. I think that's right. Okay. Okay. Now let me just get these. Okay. Out. Hmm. That works. And that works. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. So, tonight I'm probably going to finish up Sonic Adventure, the 1999 video game. Hopefully OBS doesn't crash again, but I don't see why it would. Because the reason it crashed last night, I have fixed, I think. We'll find out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, right. Move this over to other input. Yes. Okay. I kind of wish this app had, like, a little bit of hand tracking, but you know what? It's whatever. Well, it does have hand tracking, but you need something. You need a leap motion or something to use it, which I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on this right now. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. So, last night I did Tails and Knuckles, and then on Wednesday I did Sonic, so that just leaves the
select a file.
That just leaves the more interesting characters, so to speak. So,
select a character.
Yeah, let's do Amy.
It's my turn now.
Let's play as Amy. So, this game was Amy's first. This game was Amy's first canon appearance since the Sega CD game, where Sonic rescued her from the
Every day's the same old
time planet thing.
Same place, different day. I miss the good old days. Hanging out with my hero, Sonic.
And this screenshot of beta
and blowing them away.
whatever is meant to represent that, but it's whatever.
But now he's gone, and there's nothing left to do. But shop till I drop. There was always something fun to do with Sonic around. I really miss him.
All right.
Hey, what's going on here? Is there an eclipse today or what? Nobody forecast a storm or anything.
Also, I meant to start this stream about, an hour ago, but, something came up. Not a big deal, though. That said, if I end up streaming tomorrow, it's going to be a lot later than today's stream, because I have work until 7 tomorrow.
What's that?
At least 7. It might end up going later than 7. Things happen in retail, as I'm sure anyone who's ever worked retail knows.
Ow! You should watch where you're going, buddy. Hey, are you
Bird.
all right? You look kind of hurt.
It's 0.
What's this?
Hide in the burger joint. That will work, surely. Even though it saw you run in there and then it just leaves. That makes sense.
That was one of Eggman's robots, huh? He must have captured you, and somehow you got away, right? Don't worry, I'll protect you. I'll do my best to keep us both from harm. I'll stand by you all the way.
Yeah, okay. As long as I'm here. Oh yeah, there's a whole subplot where in this game where this woman is trying to date the burger man. Oh, also you can pick up this thing. It's like KFC. There's just a statue of the owner outside the shop. So you can steal it and destroy it. Ah, that's right. The train is already on strike. The hotel? Gasp. Ugh. Oh, right. I was going to move that over to this screen.
My hero, Sonic! Long time no see!
Long time no see.
What's your problem?
The, whoever they had translating the games during this era really liked the phrase "long time no see." You hear it a lot in these games.
We'll just tag along.
No way!
Come on, don't run away! Oh!
And then he ran off. I'm gonna adjust something real quick. Which, just gotta move this thing over here. That is the wrong window. Yeah, I was just moving that thing over here. Yeah, okay. And let me just make sure that this is working. Yep, seems to be working just fine. Okay. Sorry about that. Was just making sure everything was correct, because I have 2 monitors, and to do what I'm doing, I really probably would be better off with 3. But it's whatever. Because I have the console. Because right now I have the console going to my main monitor, and I'm using my secondary monitor just to look at like OBS and make sure, and everything else is on the secondary monitor, like OBS, web browser, Discord, all that shit. And it's like, I need a 3rd monitor just to see everything clearly, honestly.
Wait up, Sonic!
Because all these modern user interfaces are designed for bigger displays than they used to be.
Ah, look! Eggman's robot's on the booth!
Don't panic! I'll handle that bag of bolts!
Ah!
Now what's wrong? Huh?
Amy's good. Amy has completely forgotten what's happening and is now going to drag Sonic on a date.
Look! It says cute couples can get in free!
ADHD much, Amy?
What are we waiting for?
Amy! Wait!
The bird seems completely
I give
unbothered by
up.
this.
She's so weird.
But. Anyway, so the gimmick of Amy's stages is you're supposed to be running away from this robot named Zero. Or at least that's what the gimmick is in the version of the game that actually came out. Now, some of the stages have some...
Press all 3 buttons and the door should open.
Now, some of the stages have objects that Amy can hide inside of, like barrels and stuff that you can hide in. And, heck. But hiding doesn't really do anything useful. So I'd have to assume that Amy's gameplay was originally designed to be more like Metal Gear-like, where you'd be doing stealth stuff rather than just running. But for whatever reason, that ended up being cut. I imagine just because it probably wasn't all that fun in a Sonic game. But, you know, they tried it and then they dropped it. But there's leftovers. There's definitely leftovers of that feature in the game. It's just not fun or usable or useful. There's a fair number of things like that in the game where there's like a thing that's there, but it just doesn't feel like it has a point. Yeah, like this. Here we go. Like, maybe you're supposed to, maybe if he doesn't see you get in it. Let's see if we can like lure him over here. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know. Whatever. And like, that's the part of the game that's supposed to teach you how to use that too. Because that's a tutorial section and it just doesn't do anything. Anyway.
All right!
So that's the basics of Amy's gameplay. It's very different from Sonic and Tails, which is nice, you know. Some, at least.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, also Amy can do the circuit as well. Let's see how she handles relative to Sonic. Once again, the game, this is the only part of the game that runs at 60 FPS. But, chat, you can't see that because, I'm only streaming at 30 because, Twitch's bitrate limit is, low enough to be an issue as it is. And, wow, Amy's very slow. Or maybe it's just her acceleration's really low. But yeah, Twitch limits your bitrate to like... The hard cap is 8 megabits a second, but they recommend you stay closer to 6. Which is, you know, not a lot. Like, to put that into context, DVDs, standard definition DVDs, are 9 megabits a second. Like, well, can be over 9 megabits per second. A little bit over 9. And that's just for like 40p 30. So, the 6 that Twitch recommends is not a lot. Like, sure, H.264 that Twitch supports is better than, is more efficient than H.262 used by DVDs, but it's not that much better. It's not enough better to make up for that difference. So that's why I'm only streaming at 30 FPS instead of 60. Especially since this game has a lot of like very rapid motion in it that video compression is bad at handling. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that subject. Anyway,
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Back to the story. Sonic and Amy got separated. To the surprise of nobody.
Whew! I'm glad we finally lost that robot. Sonic must have gotten lost too.
Ugh. And it's 0 again.
Ah! Hey, watch it, Bolt Brain! Let us down! Let us go!
Yeah, it's just... Amy's gameplay is interesting if like half-baked, but her story is just like it's just this is not engaging at all. At least it's like more interesting than playing as Tails though, since you know there's actual like
Now, calm down.
gameplay mechanics that are trying to be different. Also, can I just say Gamma's theme goes really, really hard? It's really good.
What do you want?
Hand me the bird.
Nope.
Quietly hand over the bird.
No, never.
Why not?
I don't need to tell you anything.
You mean?
You tell me why you want it now.
Does not compute.
You don't even know? I know you might hurt us both. Please, Mr. Robot.
I like he just
Won't you help
vibrates
us,
backwards during that shot.
Insufficient data. You have feelings for something you know nothing about. Illogical.
Beep boop.
I pity you. Love is not part of your programming. You are missing something good. Hey, Birdie!
I've played
come
way
back
too much
here.
SRB2. The phrase "I pity you" is burned into my brain for a completely different reason. SRB2 cart. Sorry, not SRB2. SRB2 cart.
Go. Escape.
And that's all the convincing he
What?
needed. Let's get out of here.
You sure?
Job.
It's dangerous here.
No shit.
Hurry. We'll be at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
You're really nice. You're different from the other robots. You've got a soft spot
I find it
inside
funny
your
how the
metal
lighting on
frame.
Amy's face
If you
visibly
want,
changes every
we
time
can
her
be
mouth
friends, okay?
spawns or despawns. Ugh. Congratulations, Amy. You've convinced the robot to turn traitor. It's just that easy.
You're not going to escape.
Oh, but there's a mini game you gotta clear first.
Let's see if you can clear this awesome game.
I got a really bad... Oh wait, there we go. I don't want to beat it by too much because I want to be able to do the next one easier.
What? I
Yeah,
can't believe
there we
this
go.
is happening.
Quiet Friday night. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, I got the warrior feather.
Behold the warrior feather. Now you can do the spin hammer attack.
And
Press
now let's
and hold
see,
the action button and move the directional pad in a circle.
Yep, that's useful. Now the question is, can I unlock the green hammer now? Or do I have to wait until later? I'm gonna see if I can do it now. Let's try that again. feel like this used to be easier when I was younger. Let's see if that's enough. Do I unlock the green hammer now, or do it? Yep, I do. Okay. No, I don't. Okay, so I have to come back later to get the green hammer. Fair enough. Hot Shelter. The first time we're seeing this stage because it's the only stage that Sonic doesn't go through. Tails and Knuckles also don't use it. But Amy, Big, and Gamma all go through here at various points.
Hold on to the handle and turn the key to the left to open the door.
Swing your arms from side to side.
Hey, let go of me!
This enemy got reused in Sonic Heroes, actually. Ah, shit. There he is. Getting up to speed as Amy takes a long time.
This must be the emergency drainage switch. It says left 1, right 3.
All right. No, I don't want your best viewers ads shit, you stupid bot. Because of course it's a bot. Okay, and now we are in the bathroom. One of those old-fashioned ones with the raised tank, too. Ugh. Those are some janky physics on those gears. Yep, let's get out of here.
Be careful not to fall off.
Let's get out of here. Maybe I streamed too early. I guess everyone's, like, busy and stuff. Oh, well. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine and dowdy. A Luna has appeared. How you doing, void creature? Slay the Spire. Okay, that makes sense. You've been playing that a lot lately, I've noticed. I'm just replaying this old comfort game because I figured if I'm gonna start with anything, well, honestly, it's because the first day I started streaming, it was after like spending 12 hours just setting everything up, I couldn't think of anything else. And now that I'd started, I figured, you know what? I may as well just keep going until I finish it. It's not a long game. It's like a 6-hour game. It's not very long. What do you mean tragically very fun? How is Slay the Spire being fun a bad thing? Hack. Shut up, Zero. Oh, well, Luna, you do that with most games. This is not new. Whenever you like a game, you do that. Like, I remember when you were... Like, I remember when fucking, Breath of the Wild came out and you disappeared for, like, a month. Stop that. And, the only reason you didn't disappear when you played Tears of the Kingdom was because you were streaming it. So it's like... This is not new for you. What? Don't make that face at me. You have to work harder than that to shut me up.
I'm free!
Also, I am tempted to make you a moderator just because I am... These bots show up like every half hour or so, trying to sell best viewers.
Huh? What's this place?
Which, I forget. I'm not sure how to do that, but, you know, I'm tempted to do it. Yeah, fair. Where do I go? Oh wait, I think I remember. I have to go through the door. Let me look around in here. I can't skip this cutscene, so I may as well look things up during it.
You're the Chow. Don't be afraid.
Oh,
You're
okay.
safe with me.
I think that worked. I don't know if it worked or not.
Gee, what was that? I wonder if I'm dreaming. Oh my! I need to get out of this place!
And now we are in the swimming pool room for some reason. Because for some reason, every time a character has a hallucination in this game, they wake up in a completely different place from where they fell asleep.
Where do you think you're going, Amy?
Every time.
Eggman, no!
You can't get away this easily.
Sonic, help!
Too late, buddy.
Birdie!
Okay, yep, it says you're modded.
It's a Chaos Emerald!
What?
I don't need you when I've got this. Gamma!
2.
At your service, sir.
Dispose of these annoying pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. Will comply.
I've got better things to do.
Okay, I guess Sonic's fighting Gamma now. Except he's not. Well, no, except Amy stopped Gamma from fighting back. Okay, that's stupid. You know, honestly,
Please stop!
looking back at this game, I remember liking it more than I'm liking it.
Amy!
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
Out of my way!
No! He helped me before by letting me escape.
To be fair, though, I was
This robot
overexposed
is
to it
different.
for like
You don't need to
20
hurt him,
years. I kept
okay?
playing it over and over again. So,
Amy!
you know, maybe that affected my brain a bit, and having some time away
Okay,
from it has allowed
I
me
guess
to
I'll let him go then.
have a more objective opinion on how silly its story is.
The A carrier's losing altitude!
We're fresh out of time. Take Amy and clear out, fast!
Or maybe it's the embarrassment of sharing it with other people.
I'll nail that Eggman.
Who could
Can't
say?
let him escape.
I knew you would save me, Sonic. You're my hero.
Gamma, what are you doing?
You okay? It's dangerous here.
The way he was just vibrating up and down right behind Amy's head was a little bit something.
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor. Even this birdie wants you to be free. Eggman's not the kind of man you should work for.
Amy, come on, let's get going!
Until we meet again, Mr. Robot, take care of yourself.
Setting up the events of Gamma's story, which will happen later. Excuse me. So while Tails goes to defuse a bomb, Amy's just going to space out and decide to go on an adventure to save a bird.
I wonder what Sonic is doing. He's always rescuing me, it seems. I should be more independent. You know, you sure surprised me by having a Chaos Emerald with you. No wonder they were after you, my feathered friend. Hey, a pendant! Wow!
Gasp! There were 3 birds! I wonder
So
where
I'll
the
help
other
you find
birds
your
were!
family. Does Eggman have them captive now?
Amy will never find out.
I bet he does. So I'll help you find your family. I've come this far. I may as well go all the way. That robot said Dr. Eggman's base is in the Mystic Ruins. So what do you say we check it out?
And now I'm just in the Mystic Ruins. Okay. The game didn't even let me go there, just teleported me. But, before I do that, I think we're gonna see if I can get the green hammer. Also, Luna, I guess I should have asked you before making you a moderator, but I figured, they won't mind. They moderate for a bunch of people. They're good at it. That's true. Wait, aren't you also a moderator for the Goatfish VTuber? Or are you not a mod for them anymore? Or were you never a mod for them? I don't know. Okay. Fair enough. That's fair. Yeah, because I imagine once someone gets popular, there's just too much. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, now I'm gonna try to get the green hammer. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Need to beat 26. This game is very RNG and also very twitchy. Almost. try that again. Okay, I think I have to lock in. So close. Oh wait, there we go. Oh. High score. Okay, wait, how do I get the... Does it need to be above 3,000 maybe? I'll try that. Try that. Okay, so I just had to beat 3,000. Cool. Now I get the green hammer.
Here's the long hammer. Your attack radius is now increased. Try the spin hammer attack.
Cool. Now to go back to the Mystic Ruins and go back to the actual plot of this game. Yeah, I get it. Oof. These sound effects.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
So, Amy, I think... No, she doesn't have the slowest climb speed in the game. That goes to Gamma, but she has one of the slowest climb speeds in the game. And she is... She also, like, really struggles to run uphill for some reason. I think they wanted to, like, have this idea of her being, like, relatively physically weak and not good at this sort of thing relative to the other characters. But that's kind of a strange contrast because her character is normally associated with carrying around this gigantic hammer. But at the same time, though, girls having giant hammers to hit people with was just a meme in Japanese media at the time when this game came
I
out.
remember this bridge.
So,
Looks dangerously suspicious.
so it's just like, yeah. It's even called the, quote, Pico Pico hammer, which is the name of those giant novelty rubber hammers that they give away at carnivals and stuff. So, like, presumably it's meant to be just like one of those novelty hammers. But, then they decided to give it actual attack power, so... There we go. Blech. But yeah, if you've ever watched a 90s anime, you've probably seen girl gets angry and summons a hammer out of nowhere to hit people with. But nobody's actually permanently injured.
You again?
Okay, I think this might be the last of Amy's stages. Her story's really short.
The robot that was following you is closing in on you. It'll be over if that robot catches you. You must get away from it no matter what.
Okay. Like I was saying before, though, this game, Amy's story specifically, definitely feels like it has some strange leftovers. Like, there's a bunch of almost implemented mechanics, and there's tutorial pieces that don't really respond to any mechanics that are there. Like, I was saying this earlier, I think she was meant to be I think her gameplay was meant to be stealth-based with you hiding from Zero, but that got abandoned relatively late in development, so instead she just runs away from him. I don't hate that change, but it's just interesting how much stuff is left over. Okay, now to figure out which door. Not that one. Because this stage, which door you go through to proceed is randomized each time you play it. Nope, not that one. If it's the last fucking one, I swear to God. Okay, no, it was the second to last one. Yeah, it's annoying because this game, because she has a hiding mechanic and it doesn't fucking do anything. Like, the robots can still see where you hid and just punches you anyway. So it's like, why even have the mechanic? It's just very obviously not finished.
That was a close one. I saw no sign of your relatives, Birdie. Oh, you escaped from the egg carrier. So maybe your family's still in there.
All right, we go back to the egg carrier, I
Let's
guess.
investigate, wanna?
Game won't teleport me there? No? I gotta walk? Okay. Huh. I've been getting more and more of those, like, white flickers down the right side of the screen. I hope my Dreamcast isn't dying. That'd be annoying. Would be most vexing if it were to be damaged somehow. And if it were, I'm not even sure what I would do to fix that. Like, I guess new thermal pads, but I don't want to do that.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Yes, this game is very much a product of its time. So we say. Yeah. Yes, cutscene. And the siblings were back, and Amy has no idea how they got there because she doesn't get to see that part of this story, and a robot shot them.
Oh no! Are you okay? You idiot! How could you do this?
How dare the robot, which is specifically sent to hunt the birds? Though it is kind of strange that the robot is still hunting the birds, even though
Now you're gonna get it!
he got what he wanted from it a while ago. Because, like, the only reason Eggman wanted the bird was to get the Chaos Emerald, and he got the emerald, like, a while ago. Anyway, this boss is basically wrestling. You hit him into the net, you hit him into the ropes, then you beat the shit out of him. It's just that easy. Amy's story is probably the simplest in this game. I think even Big has more story than Amy does.
See, I can do this!
Which we're going to be doing that next.
Please wake up, Birdie! Are you okay? Can you fly?
Oh no, are we gonna get a tragic death scene of the bird falling out of the sky? Nope. Nope. No tension allowed in Amy's story.
Whoa! You did it! Now you three can live in peace again!
Looking back, I'm not sure I like why I like this game as much as I do, because
I'm going to try my
it's full of
best,
stuff
too.
like this.
Just watch me. I'll make that Sonic respect me. And by that time, it's gonna be too late.
Yes. I mean, yeah, they are. Like, it is definitely late 90s camp of the highest degree. Like, I'm not gonna hate on it like a lot of people do, because I do legitimately enjoy this game, but it's not like... Also, to be fair, I am playing probably the weakest part of this game, like, story-wise. Amy's gameplay is fine if unfinished. Like, it's at least more interesting than Tails' gameplay. But, it's not as strong as, say, Sonic's gameplay. It's not as strong as Sonic's storyline or even Knuckles' storyline. And it doesn't even come close to Gamma's, which is funny because Gamma's overlaps quite heavily with it. What does it mean, shave it? It's a game. I really wish I could skip credits in this version of the game. I can't. Oh well. Like,
you don't have to worry about a single thing. We are free to get whatever that we want. We are also free to do whatever.
also, maybe streaming 3 days in a row wasn't the best idea because even yesterday I started to notice I was like running out of things to say about this game. So maybe that's part of the problem. Oh well. Though to be fair, I'm not exactly like engaging with it all that much, I guess. I'm kind of just like running to where I'm supposed to go. Because I've played this game too much. I just remember everything. Oh well. Even if I haven't played it in 2 years, I just remember everything. But you know, it's nice to it's nice to play your comfort game every once in a while, even if you do remember everything. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, I've been slowly recovering from that. Well, actually, I've been well, ups and downs. I've been kind of recovering from that I'm moving my hands like you can see them. Up and downs. I've been recovering a bit from my my mental funk that I was in last week. I think this is helping. Cause yeah, I was in a bad spot for a while there. Like, as in, like, I'm not sure if I can describe all of it on stream. Like the modern, like the like YouTube bot might take it down if I go into detail. But you know, it was pretty bad. Yes, good. Scratch my ears. Do it. Scratch my big ears. Pat me. All right. Yeah, let's do let's do big fishing adventures.
Hold on, Froggy.
Wait, no, that's a different game. But... Hey, Froggy. Froggy. So, fun fact, Big the Cat's voice actor for this game was also the voice actor for Duke Nukem. And apparently, he used to get really mad if people brought up Big the Cat at conventions. Look, you took what when you're a freelance voice actor, you take what work you can get, I guess. But it's funnier when you think about how the auditions for this game went, because what they did, they didn't have like a short list of actors or anything. They just had like the localization team just like did an open thing, and they just advertised, and then anyone who showed up got to try. And
What? Froggy, is that you?
Froggy? And what they did is they just they didn't give any of the actors any direction. They just showed them photos of the characters and were like, hey, show us what you think this character sounds like. And they just did that with, like, apparently there were dozens of people just in line doing that. And that's how they ended up with the voice cast of this game.
Wait a minute.
It was just no process, no anything. It was just they were just did it. No planning.
Right. We've always been friends for years.
But that's just the auditions. They did end up re-recording some lines later on, specifically Knuckles, because there's a pre-release version of this game where Knuckles has a completely different voice for some reason. I think it's the same actor, but all the takes are different. So I guess they decided, okay, this needs to be updated. But everything else is the same.
Oh man, where could my Pollywog pal be anyway?
Froggy? I must say Froggy!
There's a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the
Oh, right,
sewer.
that thing. Yeah, Big the Cat has some weird physics in this game. Like, he has one of the slowest walking speeds. Like, he can't even reach his running speed, I don't think, on flat terrain. He can reach it on slopes, though.
Froggy, there you are.
But then he has an absurdly fast, like, climbing speed. And on slopes, he's really fast, even though on flat ground, he's really slow.
Wait, don't
'Cause,
run away. What you
I don't know,
doing
his
under
physics
that
is just really
car?
jank.
What's wrong?
Froggy, come out from under that car, Froggy. I'm gonna save you from the car, Froggy. Oops, I fell under the car. I shouldn't be making fun of Big's voice, but I want to. Froggy! How did you get into the elevator, Froggy? His voice is just really easy to do, too. Also, they keep bringing this character back for some reason. I guess, yeah. Like, in the sequel to this game, Sonic Adventure 2, he, like, shows up randomly in the background of every stage. And also, in the Dreamcast version specifically, he's playable in the multiplayer. Like, he needs to be unlocked, but he replaces Eggman in the multiplayer mode. He's basically just an alt skin for Eggman, which is really funny. But that was cut from the later versions. Where is that from? Okay, there's a fish. Whatever.
Something's biting.
It's the fishing mission game time. And then in Sonic Heroes, they brought him back as a playable character proper, where he teams up with Amy and Cream the Rabbit as their power. Oh no, I broke my fishing line. That loose cost me a life. In Sonic Heroes, yeah, he's brought back as a power type character for Amy's team. And then in then later on, he showed up in he was in Sonic and the Secret Rings as, like, you just find his, like, journal entries scattered throughout the game for some reason. Oh, there's Froggy's on the other side of the fucking map.
Something's biting.
Okay, let's get this frog. And then in, then he disappeared again for a while. But then he showed up in fucking Sonic Frontiers, where he manages the fishing minigame. Which, the fishing minigame is the easiest way to progress in the game. It basically lets you skip everything. So, which I was okay with, because Sonic Frontiers was actually kind of like... Sonic Frontiers, they tried to add, like, collectathon mechanics to it, but they sucked. So, yeah. So I just used the big fishing minigame to skip them. Sonic Frontiers was, like, really, like, annoying, though, because, like...
Welcome to Twinkle
when the
Park.
game doesn't... Everything that's good in that game is just, like, reused content from a previous game. All of the new content sucks. Okay, let's see how Big does in the kart racing minigame. Better than Amy. Why is he still holding his fishing pole? But yeah, that's and then there was like a Flash game or something that Sega released called Big's Big Fishing Adventure, because people just like Big the Cat. Specifically, they like making fun of Big the Cat. And I can't blame them because it's Big the fucking cat. Let's see here. Do I want to go for all of Big's power-ups? They're kind of a pain in the ass to collect, and they don't really do anything unless you're doing, like, the higher tier missions, so I might just skip them. Big has more power-ups than anyone else in this game. He has like 6. Of which only 2 of them are like really necessary. Actually, no, I think you only really need 1 of them. Whereas Sonic only has like 2 mandatory ones and 1 optional one. And most other characters only have like 1 mandatory one. Oh shit. I accidentally clicked restart because that's what this... So you have to quit after the after that mini game rather than continue, because you see, why would you think that you would hit continue to go back to the game when continue actually makes you play the mini game again? Obviously. Because that makes sense. Yeah, whatever. It's right here. Lure power up. You can now catch bigger fish. Damn it, Big. And now that Big is carrying something, his walking speed increases for some reason.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I don't know if this is like before the train workers go on strike, or if Big is just like so big that they are not going to tell him no. Because yes, this game has a subplot of the train workers going on strike, which is why you cannot ride the train for certain parts of the game. It's progression gate, obviously, but come on, you fat bastard, move. The key is floating. We put it in the square hole. Ack. Stop that.
You've discovered the life belt. It keeps you afloat when you're in water. To swim underwater, press the jump button when afloat.
The problem with this, of course, is then it makes it harder to jump. Yeah, you basically need it for some of the future stages. Ice cap action stage. Now, what I'm supposed to do is pick up the rock and throw it, but I can also just jump. And I could grab Froggy right now, but I think... Do I want to look for the power-ups in the stage? I may as well. There's at least... Yeah, there it is. feel like there might be a second one. Am I in the right place? No, I am not. Is it over here? Okay, I see. No, I don't see. Okay, it's like over here. Oh, wait. Is it up here? Okay, I had to go all the way over here. This is also the only time in the game where a power-up is in a stage. Actually, no, wait, there's one other, because I think it's also in Emerald Coast. Is there something in here? I don't remember. Okay. Okay, and this is where Froggy is. Cool. Froggy, I'll save you! Sorry, I got distracted! I was looking for power-ups, Froggy. Come on, grab it. Ah. Oh, you're supposed to just press down on the stick, and that's supposed to grab it. There we go. I guess I had to wait longer or something. Must tire the frog out. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I did it!
Not too bad.
Look. Okay. There's a power-up underneath Big's, friggin' bed, so I think I'll go there. I smell food. Well, after I'm done playing, then I'll eat.
Oh no, he's got my little bunny.
Froggy! I'll save you from the fox, Froggy! I can't help but like Big. He's just so simple.
I found you.
Oops.
Oh, now what am I
whoops.
gonna do?
Let's see if that fixes it. Oh, hello, Kid Video 14 from YouTube chat. Yes, honestly, Sonic Adventure is, honestly, Big is not my least favorite part of this game. The fishing minigame is not my least favorite part of this game. My least favorite part of this game is probably Tails' gameplay, actually, because it just feels like a worse version of Sonic's gameplay a lot of the time. Like, I don't hate it, but it's just... The fishing minigame, the Big's fishing gameplay, meanwhile, there's actual gameplay to it. If you want to get into it, although it doesn't actually become important unless you go for the higher level missions, which obviously I'm not doing here because I'm just doing the story.
It's the power rod. You now have longer casting distance.
Longer casting distance, oh my god! Okay. So I think there's still 2 power-ups left. Oh, hey, Chungo. Yeah, I think you can change your name on YouTube, but I'm not sure how to go about doing that. It's whatever. And Big just climbs the ladder just like that. He's already at the top. Thankfully, he's a lot faster at it than Amy is. Okay, where the hell am I supposed to go now?
The train headed for Station Square will be departing.
Go to Station Square.
Okay, back to Station
you may
Square.
Find something.
I think the next stage is Emerald Coast. Which I think there's a power-up hidden in there, too. Hello, Sonic.
That robot! I better go after Amy!
Huh. This takes place in a weird place in the story, then. Froggy? Froggy! He's going to the hotel. I should really stop. I get the feeling I should really stop making fun of Big's voice, but it's really easy to make fun of Big's voice. Okay. I know there's something hidden in this stage.
The frog you are looking for is up ahead. There's a secret passage somewhere. Go and find it.
Literally right behind you. Huh. Okay, I thought there was like a lure power-up hidden here. I guess not. Whatever. I don't need the lure. The lure power-ups literally don't do anything unless you're going for like the higher ranks. So it's like, whatever. Froggy. I'm just gonna finish the stage then. Is the frog. You have to find him first. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Come on, Froggy. Grab it. Grab it. Grab the fucking hook, Froggy. Come on. Come on. Froggy, I know you can see it. Come on. No, I guess I caught this instead. Oop. Lost a life for breaking my line. Come on, Froggy. Just grab it, Froggy. Just grab it. Just do it. Why? Why are you like this? Just. Come on. Why? I just defended Big's gameplay. Why is this happening to me? Is this hubris for me defending Big the cat? This might be like my consequence for defending Big the cat's gameplay. Is it's gonna not work for me? There we go. Oh yeah, there's a monkey throwing bombs at the back of Big's head. But thankfully, it does not seem to actually affect me.
Froggy!
Big is clearly invincible while fishing.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
And then Gamma just walked away with Froggy
Froggy?
after all that.
Uh-oh.
Gamma, give me back my frickin' frog. Seriously, I worked so
No,
hard to get
hold
that. Come on,
there.
man.
Come back, please.
Come
Give
on.
me my friend back. I'm begging you, please.
Great. Great, great, great. What?
Froggy? This place doesn't look familiar to me at all.
Okay.
Smells like Froggy's around somewhere. Think I'll see what's behind this door.
Time for hot shelter. I feel like there might be a power-up in one of these rooms.
Your friend is in the hot shelter. Hurry up and rescue him.
Let me see if there's any reason to go in here. Yep, there's a power-up. Alright, let's try that again. Hot shelter time. Which, should I do... Should I just go straight for the finish, or should I try to, like, do the thing? I'm gonna try to do the things. What am I saying? There's Froggy.
Ah, there's Froggy. Looks like he needs my help.
You're dabbing. Alright, let's see here. So, I could just catch Froggy, or I could go over here and do a thing which releases even more water into the enclosure for some reason. Which, if I let the line sink all the way down, it will hook onto this hook in the middle of the floor. least it should be. And drain even more water. Which accomplishes something. And that opens this door over here. Camera, what are you doing? Camera, what are you... The camera's freaking stuck in the ceiling. The camera is stuck in the ceiling. I'm just gonna go in the right direction and hope... Okay. That unstuck it. Okay. And now I can go through this corridor. And now I can go over here. Which... Help. Figure controls suck! Yeah, all this extra stage area is just here for no reason. I don't know why they added all these like weird hidden areas to big's version of this stage, but they did. It's here. There's no reason to come over here, but it's just here. Just as a... It's just a thing that exists. Ow. Look. Anyway, let me find the frog. So, Chungo, what brings you here? I guess I should have asked that like half an hour ago. Come on, Froggy. Are you swimming underneath me? Fair enough. Come on. Froggy, just grab the friggin' hook, please. Please. This is the last stage.
Something's fighting!
Oh, cool. Yeah, I kind of just started doing it. Because, like, I used to stream a lot when I was younger, but then one day I kind of just stopped. And I don't remember why I stopped. Well, part of it was just because I started, like, screen sharing games over Discord instead of actually streaming, but the problem with doing that is that you end up isolating yourself to just that one little Discord server that you're screen sharing in, and that really, like, limits, like, social activity. Thanks. So, it took me like 8 hours to make this model.
Not too bad.
I made it in VRoid.
Yes.
So, in terms of the character design, I've liked Fox Girls for most of my life. That anyone who's known me a long time already knows that.
That's strange.
The color scheme might be familiar to people who've known me a long time. Back when I was in high school, like the mid-2000s, I made a
Froggy?
Sonic OC with this color scheme. But as I got older, I kind of started to lose interest in having a Sonic OC. The Sonic fandom was getting increasingly toxic as they became increasingly desperate for good games in the aftermath of Sonic 06. And
Wow.
it was just like,
Is it all right for me to be
And-
here?
also a lot of them friggin' left to join the My Little Pony fandom.
So do you trust me?
But yeah,
So
it was
these are
just-
the 7 emeralds.
there was not good source material to work with for the fandom to work with anymore, so I kind of just like started distancing myself from the Sonic fandom after a while. And while I did keep the OC for a while, I did eventually just like stop using it because like I wasn't doing like Sonic fandom stuff anymore, so it didn't make sense to keep it.
Chaos emeralds. Unified
Yes,
by
Luna, they were
one
particularly
is the
bad. I
controller.
remember. I was
The
active
seven
on
chaos-
Newgrounds and DeviantArt at the time, so I remember,
The controller
which is
itself.
why I had the OC.
Could this be the emerald that controls the 7
so-
chaos?
What? But something interesting also ended up happening a little bit later into that. And by interesting, I mean really fucking weird. Starting around about late 2008, early 2009,
Froggy? I don't like the looks of this place.
I started getting messages from people
If
asking
nothing
about
happens now,
my old Sonic
there's
OC
no
that I
point
hadn't
my
touched in a while.
rescuing you. I don't
And
know
well,
who would
I was
bother
still
to
using
save
it
us both.
as like my user icon on those sites, but I hadn't really used it
We
apart
better
from
get
that.
going, buddy.
But people started asking me like, "Hey, can I have your sprite sheet?"
Emergency alert
and
has been canceled.
other stuff like that. And it was like,
Rail operation.
that's interesting. But then it got weirder. There was this person asked me about my this person started talking to me as if they knew me, and I had never met them before. And so I was like, who are you? And they're like, oh, I'm person from World. And I was like, what the heck is World? World, spelled with WH, was some sort of like online nope, that's not what I meant to do. So the World was there. So I was not familiar with this like social platform, but a bunch of people apparently knew quote unquote me from this game, and I was very confused. So I asked about it, and apparently there was someone on this game, World, who was using not only the same name as me, but they were using the avatar, but they were also using my avatar, my which they appeared to have just grabbed from my Newgrounds account. Which I have to assume that they originally just wanted like my Sonic OC, but they did not know how to edit the image that they downloaded, and the image had my name written on it. So they called themselves Myzox the Hedgehog because that was my the OC. And so I made an account, so I tried to look into this, but I couldn't because I needed a world account. So I made a world account, and
Frog is possessed by your tail. Once you get your tail,
I looked, and this person had 4 fucking accounts on World, and each one had an increasingly edgy version of the name Myzox the Hedgehog. They just kept getting, each one was edgier than the last. Like I said, this was like 2008, 2009 this happened. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And the person who I had spoken to was saying, oh yeah, so I talked to him and he said you stole his DeviantArt account. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was just very confused at this point. And it's like, it was also very obvious that
gotta go.
I had, because my name was up on there. No, my pictures of my face were up on there, and they were consistent. So I could very easily prove that both my Newgrounds and DeviantArt account were mine.
Sweat. I'll get it back. Watch me.
And this was happening, and
Careful, Froggy. Don't worry. We'll get you back.
so eventually it was either, I think it was still MSN at the time. Somehow this conversation with this guy who told me about this continued, and so this conversation continued, and somehow other people started getting involved in this drama because they found out that this edgy asshole had stolen his character and name from me, which was really funny in hindsight. Like, I didn't even care about this character anymore. Besides the color scheme, I liked the color scheme, and I'd actually intended to use it for something in the future. I just never got around to it, but I did not care about the Sonic OC anymore. But this guy was still parading it around like it was his, almost. He'd actually changed the color scheme at some point. So quite literally the only thing that I was attached to about it was my name. Was still on it. Yeah, so anyway, someone claiming to be his girlfriend started DMing me on MSN and telling me that she was breaking up with him. And it's like, I don't know how true any of what happened was, obviously, because it's people on the internet and they were talking like they were fucking 8 years old. And then the person themselves eventually DMs me. And he's like, he says to me, like, oh, I'm just, I didn't steal your name or your OC. My friend made this account for me. I am a good Christian boy. I would never steal anything. My friend made this OC and account for me. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck, dude? I don't even care what this guy's excuses or whatever are. It's just like, I'm completely done with this situation at this point, because this has been going on, because I've been like stuck in this conversation for like a couple of weeks now, and I just don't care anymore. And I just tell him as much, like, you can keep the OC. I don't give a fuck. You have already changed it so much that it's no longer what I made. And also, I didn't care about it anymore anyway, because, like I said, I did not care about the Sonic fandom anymore. And anyway, after that, I never heard anything more about that again. Or so I thought. Fast forward, the story doesn't end here. Fast forward from, like, 2009 to 2018. I was wandering around in VR chat, which was the style of the time. I was wearing my HTC Vive, wandering around in VR chat like a normal just looking for cool worlds to explore, and also just looking for interesting people to talk to and have interesting conversations with. And in this one like space themed world, I think, like it was like an asteroid or something, I don't remember. I come across this group of people. Sorry, water. I come across this group of people, and I strike up a conversation, and they seem weirdly hesitant to talk to me. Like, okay, like, that's not too unusual. Like, maybe they weren't expecting company. They were having a private conversation or something. It happens. It's VR chat. But, you know, they seem a little bit hesitant to talk to me. But after a couple of minutes, but we start talking, and after a few minutes, one of them, like, uneasily pulls me to the side and is like, "Hey, are you Myzox from World?" And I just start laughing my fucking ass off. It's like, oh my god, this somehow came back after 10 fucking years. So I explained the situation to him, and then he starts laughing, and it turns out his friend group used to know this guy, but they'd like cut ties with him several years before because he was like just a really like emotionally needy asshole and just generally toxic. At least this is what he told me. And they had just like, he was just they were his old friend group. And it's like, oh my god. Anyway, I think I ended up friending the guy on VR chat, but I don't think I've spoken to him ever since. But yeah, it's funny how things end up going along. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, fast forward to like, anyway, that's the end of that saga more or less. But anyway, fast forward to a couple years ago. Once again, I started thinking about, I liked aspects of that OC. Specifically, I liked the color scheme. So I was thinking, maybe I could do something with that. And maybe I could make like a Fox Girl character based on that. Because, like, I like Fox Girls. What can I say? But then I ended up not actually doing anything with that idea. Like, it lived in my head for a long time, but I didn't really do anything with it until like literally like Wednesday, last Wednesday, when I decided, you know what, I want to start streaming again, and you know what, I want to make a VTuber avatar. So I picked a Fox Girl because Fox Girls are awesome. And also because, like, I wanted the avatar to be something that I found visually appealing, and Fox Girls are one of the most like top 3 visually appealing things to me. And I wanted to do something with that old color scheme, and so I did. It's different, obviously. Well, like, it's arranged differently. So it's like, the avatar is, you can't really see it too well from this angle, but the avatar, most of the hair and tail is cyan, and there's just like stripes of red. But from this angle, it looks like it's half and half. Which, it's whatever. Yeah. And as for the huge ears, Luna might have seen this, but like a month ago, I started going on a tangent about enormous ears. So, yeah. I pretty much just designed it entirely around things I liked. It also does not help that I spent like a month, like I spent like a month, like, okay, I was depressed for a long time. I might still be, I don't know, but when I was like at my lowest point, I started like fucking daydreaming that I was an anime girl, and this went on for like a month. Like, I spent a month with like my body pretty much operating on automatic because my mind was just in this delusional daydream. Yeah, I just I dreamed that I was a friggin' Fox Girl VTuber, and then when I snapped out of it finally, which I'm not going to go into details on how that happened here because it was kind of something. I was like, wait, what's stopping the real me from doing what my delusional fantasy me was doing? Like, the vast majority of that stuff I can actually do if I want to do it. So I'm moving my hands even though you can't see them, damn it. There's nothing stopping the real me from doing most of these things. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So Wednesday, I spent like 8 hours making this avatar, 8-9 hours, and then another like 4 hours just debugging audio issues, and then I started streaming. And yeah, that's what I'm going to go with from here.
Don't hurt him.
So that's that story from that's that story from my youth, which keeps coming back somehow.
Select the characters.
Preparation complete.
So I've considered having the ears cover the chat, Chungo, but the problem with that is that then you can't read it. The problem with that is that people watching the VOD wouldn't be able to read it. So, you know, that could be a problem.
All systems, full power.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my traumatic backstory.
Your brilliant creator, Dr. Robotnik. You're the second of my E100 model machines.
But yeah, people stealing each other's Sonic OCs, stealing each other's Sonic recolors, was weirdly common in the late 00s.
That's right.
It was like, these were already like stolen things because it's like people were just taking sprites. People were just taking sprites and then recoloring them anyway. But then people took those and just said, oh, actually, this is mine now. Happened all the time in the Sonic fandom during the late 2000s.
Enter Gamma. You're not
all the time.
Advanced as Beta is,
all the
but
time.
You'll do fine.
Well, it's not just VOD watchers, Chungo, but it's also because you and Luna are on different sites. The only way you can see each other's messages is through the video. You know what I mean?
Destroy the Sonic type.
Anyway, Gamma's gameplay in this game, I think, is probably one of the most interesting ones. Like, they really, like, did something really interesting here. And, they ended up refining it quite a bit for Sonic Adventure 2 as well. I completely see why this is one of the 3 gameplay modes they decided to reuse for that game. Because it's definitely one of the more interesting ones. It's probably the best. It's actually probably the best fleshed out gameplay mode in this game, but a lot of people don't understand how to. Well, the first time you play through this game, one thing that you might not notice is that while everyone else's timers count up, Gamma's timer in the gameplay counts down. You actually have a time limit, and you refill the time limit by getting combos. And a lot of first-time players I've seen don't seem to notice that, which I think is interesting.
Good job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes.
But yeah, late 2000s Sonic fandom was fucking
Gamma.
weird.
Here's your
Even into the
test.
early
If you want
10s,
to
the
stay
Sonic
on
fandom
board,
was still kind of
you
like
must be
that.
able to pass it.
Because, like,
So pay attention
I
to
knew
what
a guy
say.
who, I think his name was Donut or something. I used to do, like, sprite recolors for him.
The almighty egg carrier. Is a flying fortress that needs a good crew.
But he also would, like, do his own, like... Actually, no, he would, like... He would very frequently just take pictures of other people's OCs and recolor them, like, really badly. And I kind of cut ties with him because he was... I didn't like talking to him, to be quite honest. The only reason I talked to him is because he was friends with my girlfriend at the time. That's literally the only reason I spoke to him, was because my girlfriend at the time was friends with him. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, OC theft was super rampant.
Mission complete.
I wouldn't be surprised if it still happens, to be quite frank. Anyway, as for, like, that original guy who took my stuff in the first place, I can only imagine that the only reason he did that is because he quite literally did not have the ability to edit the image. Like, he did not have any image editing software. That's the only thing I can imagine. It still makes... Every once in a while, I still remember that, and it still cracks me up.
I grant Gamma permission to serve on board the egg carrier.
Anyway,
What?
depending on how I feel, I might actually start putting, like, this avatar on my, like, socials and stuff. Because, like, one thing I realized is that I don't have an icon on my YouTube or my Twitch. The Twitch makes sense because I only ever really used it for streaming to friends, but the YouTube is strange. And the reason for that, I actually did used to have an icon on my YouTube, but back in, like, when did Google force merge Google Plus with YouTube? I think that was, like, sometime between, like, 2010 and 2013. When that happened, when my Google account and my YouTube account were forcefully merged, it somehow deleted my user icon. And despite the fact that that was like 10, 15 years ago, I just never got around to fixing that because I'm a lazy fuck. So I might want to do something with that. After this stream, I'll look into, like, prettying up my stuff. Because, well, I wasn't going to... I thought about it before stream, but I wasn't going to do it before stream because I know me, and I knew that if I started doing it then, I would be doing that until 3 a.m., and then I would have never streamed.
This fraud is absolutely vital to my plan. I command you to locate this log immediately. You hear
Oh
me?
my god, I've been talking so
I don't
much
care
that it's
what it takes to get it. Just bring it to me.
my voice is starting to get dry. You've probably heard it crack a few
We haven't
times.
got time to waste.
Almost
So come
cracked.
to attention.
I'm 35 and my voice still cracks sometimes. Holy shit. Ugh. Huh, Chungo left at some point. That's strange. Is my YouTube stream still going? Let me check. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, Chungo just left, I guess. I guess he was done. Okay. Alright, let's finish this game up. The striking employees think that I'm sent to, think that I'm like a strike breaker, whatever the fuck. Okay, fair enough. I didn't see you in the user list, so I was confused.
A long-tailed frog was seen heading toward the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. The main issue with Gamma is that it takes until his last stage for his gameplay to start making sense. Like, most of his stages are very obviously, like, thrown together. Gamma's a scab. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? You'll either be a union man or a thug for J.H. Blair. Don't be a scab. Be like Miles O'Brien, the union man. I forget what I was saying. I'm sure it's fine.
Frog capture complete.
I have acquired the frog. Oh yeah, I was going to say that it takes... Most of Gamma's stages definitely feel like they were just thrown together and not really designed for him. It's not until his final stage, his version of Hot Shelter, that it really feels like the stage was designed around his gameplay.
Must determine location.
Because, yeah, he's just like... But yeah, I see why his gameplay ended up being reused for Eggman and Tails in Sonic Adventure 2, because it actually had a lot of potential that this game just was not able to make full use of.
Location unknown. This presents a problem.
Ugh. Because, yeah. Gamma, you're hallucinating. Meanwhile, your body is walking back to the egg carrier, I think. Kind of like what I was doing a month ago when I was hallucinating that I was a VTuber. While my body was going to work like a normal person. Look.
No! Don't go any closer!
But yes, now the two of you know my secret tragic backstory.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I see you must not be one of them, huh?
One of what? Tikal, I am a 6-foot-tall robot,
Guarding these children?
and you are a 3-foot-tall echidna.
He's a
What could I
very
possibly
loving
be
and gentle
mistaken for?
creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue singing in peace.
Oh, yeah. One thing about
Even
this
I
game's
was
plot that I
surprised
find
the
really
first time
funny.
I saw him. Now
Do you
my
know-
father
do you
is
know
trying
who
to
Ken
take their
Penders is?
secret home.
Do either of you know who Ken Penders is?
It seems his heart is closed off to us all.
Okay, so Ken
My true
Penders
hope is that
was
someday
one of the
we'll understand
writers
each other.
on the Archie Sonic comics back in the day. He started writing them like back in like 91, 92. He was the lead writer at first. He remained the lead writer right up until he was replaced with Ian Flynn, which was like in the mid-10s or something, I think. It might have been earlier than that. I don't know.
This frog's
But,
the one we want. No,
frog.
here's the real one.
My frog is the right one.
But Ken Penders, one thing that happened was when he was working at Archie, is he wanted to start this series of he wanted to start this comic series about like cyberpunk. He wanted to start a series about this like cyberpunk Native Americans doing like cyberpunk things, and Archie Comics was not willing to greenlight this series. So, because I guess they thought it was stupid or whatever. So what he did was he decided to backdoor it as a Sonic spin-off, focusing on the echidnas. And Archie was willing to greenlight that. So he started publishing these echidna spin-off comics, which were actually secretly his Native American cyberpunk pitch from, but yeah, it was secretly still his Native American cyberpunk series, but it was reskinned into being the echidnas from Sonic, and as a result of that, he ended up developing a bunch of echidna lore, and then pretty much a year later, this game was shown off.
Is this the one?
And he apparently flipped his shit because many of the echidnas that appear in the backstory of this game are somewhat similar to echidnas that he wrote for the comic. That said, I'm pretty sure that's a coincidence because this game had been in development for several years already before it was shown off for the first time. So, whereas it originally came out in '98 in Japan, and he didn't even know about it until he didn't see it until like '99 apparently when it came out over here.
Beta.
But and he'd like started working on his comic in like '97, I guess. I don't know the exact dates, but point is, this game was already developed before, like, the echidnas that show up in this game were already a thing internally before he showed off any of his echidna stuff. But he still flipped his shit because he still thought Sega had ripped him off. I can only assume that he was not familiar with how long the development timelines on these sorts of games are. And, yeah, he thought that Sega had stolen these echidnas from him, but at first he didn't really do anything about it because he just complained a lot because, you know, he was still working on the IP. Anyway, fast forward to when he leaves Archie, and he decides that he's going to keep doing the Native American cyberpunk thing, but he keeps doing it with his But instead of like getting rid of the Sonic stuff, which he'd only had in there so Archie would approve it,
Give me the bird.
he keeps all the Sonic shit. And in fact, he decides that all the characters he made for Archie he still owns. Which, normally that's not how these sorts of contracts work. Normally, when you are making something under contract for an IP, it becomes part of the IP. It becomes the property of the company that the IP was licensed from, more or less.
You don't even know?
And,
I bet you'd be
that-
mean to him, you bully. Why not help us out instead?
Yeah, that's not really, it's strange that he would think he would still own those characters. But, he decided that he did, and Archie tried to, I don't remember if he sued Archie or Archie sued him, but Archie could not find his contract that said that any characters he made under contract become part of the IP.
Wait a minute,
So,
buddy.
the courts ended up siding with Ken Penders. And all of the Sonic characters that Ken Penders made became legally property of Ken Penders.
Get going.
And that is what caused Archie Comics to do a complete reboot of their Sonic comic. Because that meant that, like, 80% of their characters now belong to Ken Penders, and they didn't want to deal with that shit.
It is dangerous here.
So they just completely rebooted the comic, and that did not go over well with the fans.
Mystic Ruins base soon.
And
So,
that, and like a year or two later, Archie's Sonic run just was completely canceled because
I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
without those existing characters, nobody cared anymore because they couldn't keep the old storylines going, and nobody cared anymore. And then after that, Ken Penders tried to sue Sega to get their Sonic characters. And Sega was like, no. And the legal system was also like, no, that's stupid. Because part of the problem with the Archie situation is that they did not really devote much legal attention to the case as they should have. They did not devote as much resources to it as they should have. And so, yeah. They did not devote the legal resources that they should have, and that's kind of why they lost. But when he tried to go after Sega for the same thing, Sega just slapped him, like, nah, we own this. And Sega won easily, because obviously this is the wrong place. I'm trying to remember why he went after Sega. I think it was for Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. That weird RPG that Sega outsourced to fucking BioWare. Which, that game had its own shit show of development.
Here's the jet booster. Press and hold the jump button.
That
and
game had
you'll
its
float for
own
a
development shit show. And, which resulted in a lot of weird shit. Like, the music being changed at literally at the last minute. For reasons that I don't remember. But were complicated and legal and shenaniganery.
Report to the rear of the ship. Hurry!
Aye, aye, Robotnik. So yeah, Ken Penders was able to win against Archie, but not against Sega. I also imagine that after he won the first time, Sega was keeping a much closer eye on what he was doing. Because nobody expected him to win that, because it did not make sense for him to win that. Yeah. Excuse me.
How can I serve you, Dr. Robotnik?
Eradicate all of those menaces! Give them all you got!
And I guess any day now, Ken Penders will be publishing the Lara Sue Chronicles, his original story. His original story, the Lara Sue Chronicles, about his cyberpunk Native Americans. It's coming any day now, I'm sure. I don't know if it actually came out or not, but I remember that, like, after going to all that trouble to get the ownership of the characters, he then, like, took his sweet ass time actually publishing anything with them. Because I guess without a publisher on his ass to manage his work, his pacing, he just is slow at being creative, which is something I think a lot of people can relate with. But yeah.
Hey, Mr. Robot. I know
Anyway,
you're
that's
not
why a
an
lot of
evil
people
source.
fucking hate Ken Penders,
Wait, remember me?
because he destroyed the Archie Sonic continuity with his shenaniganery.
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
But also because of that, other writers who had also created characters for Archie ended up also apparently owning some of their characters that they'd made.
He must be stopped.
What was his name?
Thanks again for saving me as usual, Sonic.
Carl Ballers, who was actually one of the
Dangerous here.
probably one of the better writers who worked at Archie at the time.
Why do you help me?
He ended up owning a lot of his characters. Like, one of my favorite characters from the comics, Mina Mongoose, is apparently property of Carl Ballers now. Which, I would hope Carl Ballers, considering how good of a writer he was, has better gigs now than fucking licensed Sonic comics. It's possible he doesn't, but I would hope that he deserves to have better gigs than that. He was good at what he did. Like, a lot of people hate on Carl Ballers, but he was probably one of the better writers who worked there. Oh yeah. This sort of shenaniganery was very common. Like, actually, even in very high-profile IPs. Like, one big one was that happened to Warhammer back in the, like, I think it was the 1980s. At one point, for Warhammer, they hired a couple of comic writers to write a story.
Enemy. Master
And it was going to include... They wanted to introduce this new chaos god called Malal, who was going to be the god of malice. But the comic writers ended up copywriting the character before James Workshop had a chance to. And as a result, Malal, despite appearing in some of that early licensed media, Games Workshop is not allowed to use the character.
Gusts of strong winds are known to blow in the caves.
Which you can tell that GW is very upset about that to this day. They are still salty about it, as are the fans. Even though that was like a thing for it didn't even last that long. Like, the comic only lasted like 2 issues until like the legal shenaniganery happened and the contract got fucking destroyed. But people are still mad about it because Warhammer fans are completely fucking insane. Like, if you've ever spoken to a lore-obsessed Warhammer fan, don't. Just don't. For your own mental health, just don't. Especially since the lore changes every edition anyway, so they just slowly go insane. Yes, Warhammer. James Workshop loves making money off of his Warhammers. Ah, shit.
Mission failed.
And that event may actually be why Games Workshop is so absurdly overprotective of the Warhammer IP. Because Games Workshop does go extremely heavy-handed with IP shit. Like, there was an event, like a few years ago, Games Workshop started, like, cracking down on YouTube channels that were making Warhammer fan content, and basically giving them a choice between either A, delete all your stuff and your channel, or delete it anyway, but we will let you continue producing it, provided you make it exclusive to our Warhammer streaming service. And a lot of creators did end up taking up GW on that offer and publishing their stuff, taking their stuff down from YouTube and publishing it on the official Warhammer video streaming service, the Warhammer Netflix. But a lot of others didn't, and they just, like, disappeared. And then there was, and that's actually what happened to the best Warhammer series ever made, If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, which was an amazing Warhammer parody that just completely changed the entire fandom landscape around Warhammer. Yeah, when Games Workshop started doing that, the TTS crew, Alpha Busa and the rest of them, just were like, "Yep, nope, we're shutting down this series before GW comes for us," and also out of protest of how they're forcing other people into this. And that was when they ended TTS, and they replaced it with a new series, which is actually really good, called Hunter the Parenting, which takes place in the setting of Vampire the Masquerade, and it's about a family of it's about an extremely dysfunctional family of vampire hunters, and it's incredibly funny. I heavily recommend watching it. It's really good. If anything, I'd say it's better than TTS was, because they have a lot more, like, creative freedom with it, and they're able to actually do, like, they're actually telling, like, serious stories with it rather than just going all in on the parody shit. Which TTS did also have serious stories, but Warhammer is so ridiculous and bloated that you still have to, that it's kind of hard to get away from parodying it, I guess. Which, to be fair, Warhammer itself, well, Warhammer 40k specifically started as a parody of, like, everything that was popular in the 80s. All that grimdark shit and Judge Dredd and all that shit. Warhammer Fantasy was more serious. Well, could be taken more seriously because it was like actually trying to be an actual like functioning world setting, as opposed to 40K, which is like just explicitly the bad future. Anyway. Yeah. Watch Hunter the Parenting, it's good. You won't regret it. It's a really fun series. And if you like Warhammer 40K, watch as much of the TTS series as still exists, because it's also really funny. There's a little bit of 4chan humor in it, though, to be warned, because just because of how long it's been ongoing, the early episodes were made during a period where that was still considered socially acceptable. So just be aware of that. If you've watched like Dragon Ball Abridged from TFS, then you're probably already familiar with that, though, because that was also ongoing for so long that there's 4chan humor in the early episodes. Because that was socially acceptable at the time.
E103 Delta.
Anyway, meanwhile, in the game I'm actually playing, I am hunting down and killing my brothers, which is kind of fucked up.
E105 Zeta.
Because that's just what Gamma's story arc is after Amy talks him into trying to I don't know.
Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
Honestly, that's completely understandable, Luna. Because DBZA lore makes more sense and is funnier. Oof. It's just, why wouldn't you prefer the abridged version of the story?
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Also, to be fair, they didn't actually change all that much that actually matters. Like, the biggest change that I can think of between the original lore and abridged for Dragon Ball is that they added this whole thing where
Hot Shelter.
they added this whole story arc where Krillin committed insurance fraud. And oh yeah, I guess the movie lore got changed quite a bit between the original and the abridged version, but the movie lore was always optional anyway, so it's like, eh. Like, the Dragon Ball movies never made sense in any context. Well, the Dragon Ball Z movies never made sense within the lore of the show. They don't fit anywhere. Oh, they were rad as hell. It's just they're not they don't fit anywhere. That's all. Hi, Maru. How you doing?
Here's your laser blaster.
Hold on, I think my dad wants to talk to me.
Damages enemies in a wide pattern.
I am back. How long have you been here, Maru? And then Goku just teleports away again without elaborating. Anyway, Maru, I got to treat these two wonderful individuals to my tragic backstory earlier. Involving the fake Mizox. And then I ranted about Ken Penders for a long time. Anyway, this is Gamma's last stage, and it is the only one that actually feels properly built for him. And the only one where his time mechanic actually makes any sense. Gamma's even slower climbing ladders than Amy is. Thankfully, he only has to do it in that one spot in the entire game. I might consider scaling them up further later. We'll see. That said, when I was making this model, I was considering making them even bigger, but for one thing, these ears were never meant these ears were never meant to scale this big to begin with. Oh god, Miyabi's ears. Look, Miyabi would be perfect if she had a tail. I am so mad that Miyabi does not have a tail. Why does Miyabi not have a tail? She needs some fucking mofu. Ah, that's right. There we go. Ah, fair enough. Man, I don't know Chinese folklore. But yeah, I considered making this avatar's ears bigger, but the scaling started to get really fucking weird in that program. I'll probably fuck around with it more later, but honestly, by the time I even got to the ears, I was already starting to get a little bit exhausted of working on this thing, because even just getting them this big, I had to do a lot of finagling. With the program. Like, I had to fight the, which music specifically, Luna? Oh, the
E105 Zeta.
Oh, okay.
Rescue complete.
The hot shelter music. It's definitely a something. Ugh. Anyway, this is the only level where you actually even have to bother. This is the only level where you have in Gamma Store, unless you're doing the hard mode missions. Well, the level A missions. This is the only that was the only level where you have to actually pay attention to the timer at all. Yeah, but yeah, I had to fight to make the ears this big.
E105
Greetings,
Zeta rescue complete.
Sage Robotnik,
Units
daughter.
remaining.
Oh, from you're the girl from Frontiers. Yes, I see your icon now. Sorry, it's really small on my screen. So, Sage, these are some of your older brothers.
Beta.
I think Metal Sonic rebelling on a regular basis is just kind of, well, Robotnik, what did you expect to happen when you built a robot based on Sonic, a guy who is notoriously bad at following orders and hates the very concept of doing so? If you copy that, then the copy is also going to be like that, obviously. So I think Metal Sonic rebelling and doing that was inevitable. It's also just natural for a Sonic to do that, regardless of what kind of Sonic they are. Like, if you copy a rebel, the copy is also going to be a rebel. That goes without saying.
Mission complete.
I did think, though, that it was really funny that when Robotnik was locked up in in Heroes, the people he reached out to were the Chaotix of all things to try and get him out. And he has to keep pretending to not be who he is in order to get them to help him. Like, they figure it out almost immediately who their client is, but, you know, they pretend they don't know just to keep the contract going. And it isn't until they find out that he's not paying him that they finally stop bothering with the facade. I apparently think a lot of things are funny. Sorry, Maru just DM'd me things that were funny. I think that sentence got away. That sentence got away from you, Frisk and Chara. However you pronounce Frisk and Chara 47. I think that sentence got away from you. Would I be correct in assuming you're using speech to text? Anyway, now that I've rambled all over the only serious story in this entire fucking game, making it that's fine, there's subtitles if anyone cares. Anyway, while these credits are playing, I'm going to BRB for just one moment. I am back. Sorry, I just had to BRB very quickly. Oh, when did you drop out, Chungo? Anyway, there's only one story mode left, which I have unlocked as a result of completing all 6 story modes. It's short, it's just the final boss. Oh, okay. So you didn't really miss anything. Cool. Oh. Funny that you're singing along, that you're singing like random Sonic songs, Priskin Chara. Is that, the first time, my first nut, on Wednesday when I streamed, which was my first stream with this avatar, I thought I got all of my audio stuff fixed before the stream. I should have gotten it all fixed before the stream. But it turns out that if I try to sing high notes, the microphone cuts out because the stupid noise thing in OBS detects high frequencies as noise. So when I tried to sing along to It Doesn't Matter, it cut out, which is just funny. Oh well. The alternative would be you hearing the, like, 10 fans I have in this room, which I don't want that. So, no high frequencies it is. No high frequency singing it is. I guess if I ever want to do, like, a karaoke stream or something, if that ever happens, I could turn it off and switch to a different noise remover instead. Fair. I mean, it didn't... I mean, the copyright strikes haven't caught any of the songs from this game so far that I know of. But yeah, that's possible. Look. Running low on water. Good thing I'm almost done here. Time for the secret seventh story mode. Ooh. What the fuck is the reflection texture on this question mark? It's just the word supersonic. So... Okay, there's the plane that Big crashed earlier while getting back to his house. And now Angel Island is falling again. Because reasons.
Ooh, I hate that Sonic. He always seems to get in my way.
Yes.
Well, my master plan. Chaos!
And now Chaos betrays Eggman.
The Master Emerald is where it belongs. But Angel Island is still falling. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe...
Knuckles still has the piss gloves that he picked up during his story.
Those Chaos Emeralds that I brought back with me have something to do with what's happening. I'll take them to Sonic for his advice. Eggman!
This is terrible! Chaos is
what?
Yeah, actually, most of these fans in my room I can turn off. The only ones I can't, obviously, are the ones on the PC itself. Which, honestly, it makes me think of how a lot of people these days, what they'll do is they'll actually put their computer, like, in a closet with the door closed. And then they'll just have, like, really long cables running to their keyboard, mouse, monitor, and so on.
Yep. And maybe
in order to prevent the computer noise from being an issue. But the problem with doing that is,
hey there, Tails.
well, that's its own cable routing nonsense.
Never mind that.
It also means you need to get up and go over to it, the computer, whenever you need to, like, physically access it for some reason.
Who blew it this time?
Oh, I don't know.
But you know, it's
Hurry!
it's an idea. It's understandable why some people would do that. I do find it funny that Sonic did not notice that Angel Island had fallen when this mountain that we are looking at right here with the hole in it is Angel Island. This mountain is Angel Island.
Station Square will be departing soon.
This here is not, but this mountain right here is. And he just didn't notice that thing falling out of the fucking sky. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, most of this story mode is just cutscenes until we finally get to the final boss. Now we find Knuckles and Eggman passed out on the ground together. Chili dogs! Chili dogs! Chili dogs!
Knuckles and Eggman.
Chili
What
dogs?
happened here?
Oh yeah, chili
He
dogs!
stole my Chaos Emeralds. And Chaos is still alive.
Even my piss gloves could not stop chaos.
Ah, he's not gonna get away with this.
Hey, Eggman, wait up!
Eggman's up to get his anti-chaos
Chaos is a fearsome beast. If he gets that last Chaos Emerald, we're done for.
No need to explain. We'll get on it. Tails?
Right.
What?
Oh, hey, no time for that. You're gonna have another hallucination, Sonic. Sorry, is this a bad time for me to induce a hallucination? Are you in a hurry? I'm sorry, but this is...
This place.
But you need to see
It looks
this.
familiar. It's not a dream after all.
The enchiladas again.
Get out of my way!
No way!
Did you hear what I said?
So this guy specifically, Chieftain I don't know how to pronounce his fucking name. He was the, he specifically was the character that Ken Penders had beef with, apparently, in this game.
Please don't do this.
Because apparently he just looked, and his name was similar to one of Ken Penders' echidnas. What the fuck is his name again? Pachacamac is his name. Okay. No, the game is not going to allow us to watch the echidnas being brutally murdered.
Oh, it's a monster!
It's just going to strongly imply it.
Hey, are you all right?
I think so. Oh my gosh!
I have to kill Chaos! I have to kill Chaos. Chaos.
Wait up.
Fucking Final Fantasy prequel, where the guy's like, I have to kill Chaos, and then he's like,
The 7 emeralds
no,
are the
you are
servers.
Chaos. And then he was
is
Chaos.
power, enriched by the heart. The controller serves to unify the chaos. The 7 emeralds can change our thoughts into power. If this emerald controls that power, please, you must stop him.
Oh yeah, this was the game that codified the actual power of the emeralds being turning thoughts into power, which later games didn't really expand on that, but then
Wake
the
up!
live action films ended up using that as a significant plot point. So that
I was
was
on a
cool.
snooze cruise, I guess.
Good thing you're okay.
Because in Sonic
just sorta
2,
conked out there. Knuckles left
Eggman is
already.
able to
Come! We
use
gotta
the
go
Chaos
after the
Emeralds
last
to just
emerald.
turn
Lead the
things
way.
into
It should
robots
still be on board the tornado
because it
too.
turns his thoughts into power. Okay. Chaos. This game established a lot of lore things that left people very debating things for a long time, even though it's a Sonic
Look,
game.
it's
The
the
lore
tornado
isn't.
too.
The lore is whatever
Yeah,
the writers
so let's
want
get the
this
Chaos Emerald
particular
and leave.
game.
What?
The lore of the Chaos Emeralds changes every game,
No! He's got the
so
last
getting
emerald.
too hung up on it is just not
Now
healthy.
what do we do?
Because, like, actually, this was the first game where they established that there were only 7 Chaos Emeralds. Before this game came out, the lore was instead that every region had its own set of Chaos Emeralds, which is why the number of emeralds could change from game to game, as few as 5 and as few as like 10 and as many as like 10, because they were in different places. And each region had its own set of emeralds. But in this game, they did a lore reset on that and decided, no, there's only 7 emeralds. And that was because it was part of this new lore that they set up with Chaos. Yeah. And they expanded on the Echidna lore a lot more in this game, because previously they'd only ever touched on it in like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and even then they didn't touch on it very much, because that was a Sega Genesis game. The only real lore you get there is that there was a prophecy about Sonic fighting Eggman over the emeralds, which Knuckles interpreted to mean that Sonic would So throughout the course of this game, they like slowly build up Chaos's motivations
If I
through
wasn't
all these
just dreaming,
flashbacks,
That monster. is a
where
real
basically
menace.
Chaos was the guardian of
Eggman.
the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emeralds and the Chow,
Looks like
which are a
he's after
species
Chaos,
of
too.
like small, like marshmallow creatures that people keep as pets.
You have defied
Um,
your master, stupid beast.
And initially Chaos was peaceful, but when the Echidnas tried to steal the emeralds and killed a bunch of Chow, Chaos got really fucking pissed off, and he turned into this dragon thing, and he killed everybody. And then Tikal sealed Chaos inside the Master Emerald to stop him from,
Who do you think you are, anyway?
to stop his rampage. Oh wait, they're actually about to explain that right now.
It's you.
Whoops.
The one.
Like, the game's already,
who sealed
like,
Chaos
implied all this.
in the Master Emerald.
But now it's gonna spell it out directly.
Tikal.
Just in case you didn't get it.
My heart has always been in the Master Emerald along with Chaos's. Now he's filled with anger and sadness.
Ugh.
And if it goes on, he'll eventually destroy the world like he did before. Look! He's absorbed the Emerald's power! He must be sealed in the Master Emerald now!
How can that help? It won't change how he feels inside, will it? His heart will still remain in turmoil, and his anger just won't vanish. He'll just be trapped forever.
What choice do we have?
Look. We must now collect the drained emerald. Why is the ground
Sonic!
flickering like that? What the fuck?
Amy!
Here, take this.
I feel like the road texture might not be loading correctly.
Hey guys, what's up?
Like,
Chaos
something
only
definitely
used the
seems to be
negative power
wrong
of the
with the
emeralds.
road texture.
Sonic, you should be able to harness their real power.
Knuckles has 4.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think Tails is right about this.
Go, Sonic! Yeah, Sonic!
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 Negative forces
How
are the only way
bad the
to
voice
power
acting
the
is in this
Chaos
game is
Emerald.
always funny.
Our positive feelings toward each other can make them work.
Like, I was talking about it earlier, but
Our hearts together
this
form
game's
awesome
voice
power.
casting and voice recording policies are, like, the way they did it, the way they recorded the voices in this game is just very, very dumb. Like, the English, well, in the Japanese dub it's fine, but in the English dub, they cut so many fucking corners, dude. Like, none of the actors were given any direction. And even just the casting process had so many fucking shortcuts taken. Yeah, seriously, especially considering I imagine most people are probably trapped in these buildings and possibly dying. I can lose and hold on much longer. Okay, the good song's over. Because his second health bar just appeared. Ah, shit. Yeah, you need to hit him at top. You need to hit him at top speed, or else it doesn't work. Okay. I still have a good 50 seconds left, so even if I take another... So even if I have another bad run, I'm still fine. Nope, we're good. And that's it. That's the game.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time. So it ended up being closer to 7.5 hours rather than the 6 I expected. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, no, maybe this road texture just looks like this. I don't know. Oh, wait, why are there blue pixels in the building? Whatever. I should consider, like, redoing the thermal pads on my Dreamcast, because, I don't know, there have been weird visual glitches this whole playthrough.
Chaos has changed again, this time for the better.
Yeah! Supersonic must have neutralized it, so it's nice again.
These
I
are
guess
the
I could,
Chow
like,
you were
check
protecting.
against the I guess I can check the textures against how they look on the
They stayed alive for generations and now live peacefully with humans.
on the fan patch of the PC port to see if they look the same in there. I don't
The
know.
fighting's over. Harmony's restored.
I hope
and
my
life
Dreamcast
goes
isn't
on.
dying. If it is, this would be the second one that's died on me, and I don't want that.
Thank you so much.
Like, I imagine they are a lot more expensive now than they were the last time I had to replace one. So yeah, don't die on me. Don't die on me. I can't afford to replace you right now. Don't die on me. Then again, it's also Dreamcast, which is like not the... there's some. Also, they just generally used a lot of like noise textures in this game to fake detail. Because actually making everything as detailed as they wanted it to be would have been more effort than they were willing to put in, considering they did not have proper tooling for when they started working on this game. Because, you know, it was the 90s. The only tooling that existed was the tooling that the developers themselves made. So, some corners being cut is expected. Anyway, best song time. Danger, water rising, and moon sirens wailing. It's such a bad sign. Shadows of dark creatures, steel clouds floating in the air. People run for shelter. What's gonna happen to us? All the steps we take, all the moves we make, all the pain at stake. I see the chaos for everyone. Who are we? What can we do? You are now the same in the way that we have our own styles and we won't change. Yours is filled with evil and mine is not. There is no way I can lose. Can't hold on much longer. I know it's a one-way track. I'm not gonna think this way. Close my eyes and feel them burn. Open your heart, it's gonna be alright. Ancient cities blazing, shadows keep attacking, little children crying, confusion, hopeless anger. I don't know why you got me, but you drive me crazy. All your cunning tricks make me sick. You won't have it your own way. Can't hold on much longer, and I will never let go. I know it's a one-way track. Tell me now how long this will last. I'm not gonna think this way, nor will I count on others. Close my eyes and feel them burn. Now I see what I gotta do. Open your heart and you will say, I love this song so much, you have no idea. Okay, I guess the texture actually just looks like that, because even in the screenshots it looks like that. Okay. If it won't stop, there will be no future for us. Its heart's tied down by all the hate, gotta set it free. I know it's a one-way track. Tell me now how long this will last. Close my eyes and feel them burn. Now as I see what I gotta do, gotta open your heart, dude. Can't hold on much longer. I will never let go. I know it's a one-way track. Tell me now how long this will last. I'm not gonna think this way, nor will I count on others. Close my eyes and feel them burn. Now I see what I gotta do. Open your heart, it's gonna be alright. Yeah. Open your heart. Open your heart. Yeah, yeah. All right, that's it. Game's done. I'm free! All right. Game over. Let's see here. Now then, should I try to raid somebody? I have no idea how to do that. But it's a thing that you're supposed to do at the end of your Twitch stream. Fuck. Is anyone that I follow even streaming right now? No. Games Done Quick is streaming. I guess I could raid them. Okay, fair enough. I'll just stop. Later, guys! And by later, I mean, like, I'm gonna grab dinner and then probably